Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. This is the show where I talk about running an insurance agency. I talk about sales and marketing strategies for insurance agents. I talk about staffing for insurance agents. I talk about retention and customer service for insurance agents. One of the most popular questions that I get right now is, hey, Matt, I know I'm supposed to quote a certain amount of people every day. How do I find people to quote? Well, if you text me right now to 208-213-8809, I have an asset pulled directly from my masterclass that I'm giving out for free. Text me 20 policies to 208-213-8809, and I will show you how to write 20 policies this week. On with the show. Hey, what's up? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about just some best practices for operating procedures and being persistent and being aggressive with some of this stuff. So just a couple of quick stories off the top of my head that's happening in my agency. This has been happening more and more, but I knew this was a part of my role many years ago, communicating with companies of the size that we work with. There's a ton of different levels of service, and we have to escalate things, and we've got to get things done, and we have to get things approved. And so I got a homeowner's policy that was declined. Well, we wrote it and then it was declined for a roof, and we're going through a ton of different hoops to try and get this thing reinstated because the homeowner decided to put on a new roof. So this company was like, we'll keep this policy if you show me a paid contract or with a down payment with a completion date that they're going to get this fixed or they're going to get a new roof. And so that's what they decided to do that. Long story short, there's more there. But at the end of all of this, they're like, fine, we'll just put a new roof on. We were going to do that within a year anyway. We'll do it now. So we got them everything they needed, and the policy still canceled. And every time we call this specific company that we're working with, we talk to a different underwriter, and we get different stories, and we get different stipulations, and we are being told different things, and it's really frustrating. So the only way that we combat that on my side is that we call them every single day because I need to get this policy reinstated. And so we're really aggressive when it comes to making sure this stuff gets done. So we call them every single day. Now, this is something that we shouldn't have to do, but it's something that I'm happy to do because it's the only way that we can get things done in this day and age. It's maddening. It's incredibly inefficient, but it's what has to be done, to make sure that things are being done properly. I have another situation where I have a commercial client who's going through a claim. He had a van. It's a carpet cleaning company, and his van started on fire and burnt to a crisp. And so we had coverage on it. Quick note there is that he had some equipment permanently installed, to run the equipment he needs to clean the carpets. And please don't forget that when you're doing commercial auto, if there's any permanently installed items or equipment in that van, you have to add that in to the policy, or else you're just going to get blue book for the van, and he would have lost out on like a $20,000 piece of equipment. Okay, so if the van is wrapped, make sure that's on there. If they have shelving in there, make sure that's on there. Anything additional that gets added to a commercial vehicle, please make sure you add it as additional equipment inside that van, so that if it burns up, they can get their stuff back. Okay, so that's a side note, but still make sure you do that. So the other thing is, like, he also has, he can't work, so he says, is there any sort of business income or loss of income? And I was like, oh, that's a good point. So we had to actually file another claim. It was called a companion claim on his general liability policy. And there is coverage on there for mobile business interruption for something like this, but we had to file another claim and go through that process. And so, in that process, we're having a hard time with the adjuster and making sure that the adjuster's not calling back. Okay. He's on vacation or something like that. And then we called the supervisor, and the supervisor's not calling us back. And poor Meg in my office, she's like, well, I called him on Thursday and I called him on Monday. And I was like, you know what? Call him every day. Call him every single day until we get this person connected with my client. It's unacceptable that this is the level of service that's being provided. I don't care if you're on vacation. Like, there should be redundancy set up. If you're on vacation, someone should be covering you. If you're not staffed to handle that, this is not my problem. I will call you every day. There's sometimes I will call twice a day if it's really urgent. I'll call first thing in the morning, and I'll call at like 2:00. Okay. I'll leave messages. We'll send emails, and we'll send texts. A lot of our adjusters' phone numbers are mobile, so we have 3 ways to get to them. And if they are not going to do what they're supposed to be doing, I am really fanatically aggressive with making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. Like, this is the behind the scene work that I'm willing to do. We do not run an agency where it's like, well, I called them last week and I did my job and they never called back. That's not my fault. Nope. Like, that's not the way you should run your business. That's not the way I run mine. If something needs to be done and someone's not getting back to them, I will call you every single day. All right. And I'll go up the chain if I have to, like, who's your supervisor? And I'll call the supervisor every single day. Like, and it sucks. It sucks that you have to do that. But I learned that years ago. All right. So don't send an email and expect things to get done. Don't leave a voicemail and expect it to be done. Like, just pound away at these people so that they're doing, because there are so many ways that we can lose business, we can lose policies, just naturally and organically. People move, people die, people get divorced, people shop, right? Those are the ways that our business leaves out the back door. I get really frustrated if somebody is going to leave because they got bad service from someone that's connected with my company, outside of my office. Like, that is a huge problem for me. And so I will step in and get involved and, hold their feet to the fire until that gets done. So I just want to give you license to do that. Okay. Fight for your clients, get them connected with the people they need to get connected to, have your freaking chat window open, get on the phone, send texts, send emails, and just carpet bomb these people so that they get stuff done. And be professional. You can express frustration. Remember, I always lead my conversations with any of this with, hey, I need your help. All right, that really primes the pump for them to want to help you, because that's technically what they're freaking supposed to do, okay? Don't come out of the gate, with a howitzer firing away, being like, you said you were going to do this and you never called back, and now my client's pissed and they're going to leave and this is all your fault. Like, you can't do that. All right, you can express first. You could say, like, look, this is the 4th message I've left you. Okay, I really need your help getting this done. Is there someone else I can talk to? But it's all right for you to express a little professional frustration, to get things done. So anyway, I just wanted to give you permission, give you license, to do that, because that's what we're here for. All right. So that's what I got for you today. My name is Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. Check out my master program at agencylaunch.net. It's everything that you need to do to run an agency. I'm doing some new coaching programs. We're having some really good wins with some clients, helping them write more business, helping them onboard staff members, helping them onboard producers, helping them avoid the mistakes that are common and getting their agency up to speed significantly faster, than those who aren't being trained. So agencylaunch.net. Also, you can always chat with me. If you want to send me a text, you want to hop on a phone call with me, send me a text, 208-213-8809 and just write chat with Matt, and you'll get a link to book a call with me. Let's chat. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Keep up the good work.